Welcome to another short. Question I had not so long ago was, what do you need to do in terms of studying once you get your first job? So as you can imagine, before you get your first job, you're probably studying a lot, learning how to code, how to build stuff for web development. When you get your first job, does it all stop or does it get harder, where you have to work every day and study on top of it? So in my experience, it's a blend, and it really depends on what your goals are. For me, I got my first job as an intern at a company called FreshBooks, and I worked my 8 hours a day there. But then I would go and study after hours, not every day, but a couple hours on the weekdays, and then a couple hours also on weekends as well. And what I was working on there was actually a side project, which was an open source project under Ruby for Good, which is a pet rescue. So I was working with other developers, all volunteer non-profit stuff, to build out a pet adoption platform. So was I studying? Not particularly studying specific things, but I was definitely still sharpening my skills in product design, product development, web development, working with other people, lots of code review, lots of communication. So I was definitely still sharpening all of those tools in the evenings and on the weekends. Every week on a Tuesday, there would be an hour-long meeting after work, and then I would probably do another hour or two during the week and a couple hours on weekends. Now, as my career moved along from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, I have started to spend less time on that project, namely because life has just gotten busy with 2 kids, baby and a 3-year-old. And, that takes a lot of time. So, do you need to do it? Studying on the side, I think is definitely helpful. But you're going to learn a lot at your day job. You're going to learn way more studying through work, by getting paid to learn and build things anyway. So you're not going to really have to spend as much time as you were before studying. You're going to get paid to learn on the job, which is a great bonus of getting your first job. But I think if you want to sharpen your skills and have that competitive edge, you're probably going to need to focus on an area where, say you want to get into a certain technical area, learn a certain technology. You're just going to have to learn that on the side unless you've got a direct access to learn those things at work. Side studying, side projects are kind of an inevitability, at least in your first few years. If you really want to advance and stand out, in my opinion. Anyway, good luck on your first